Hello! Welcome back to the Old Dominion Dynasty Year 5. And it's Central Michigan up next. We did lose cornerback Justin Brown to Alabama. Of course, hard to compete with a program like Alabama when you're recruiting. In the meantime, we're taking a look at a gem of a recruit at defensive end, Jerome Bates. Looks pretty solid. Out of Arizona. We have a couple recruits on there out of Arizona, in fact. Mike Young, 4-star strong safety out of Utah. Had us pretty favorably already. We were one of his top schools going into this, so we do have some bonuses to give there. RJ Bennett pretty much got this guy. Just need to finish it out. Just need to wrap up that signing and Bennett will be ours. And quarterback Brian Martinez, 4 stars. We're in a tough competition for this guy right now, and the last couple weeks are going to really make or break whether we get this quarterback. His accuracy isn't the best, but there's potential there to work with. There's Central Michigan. They upset Oregon, but they lost 3 consecutive conference games and only got back a win against Ohio in the last game. Old Dominion ranked 14th in the country and have managed to pull off 3 wins in the ACC in a row after starting 0-3 in conference play. It's going to be a big game today, the final non-conference game of the season for Old Dominion before they hit the final 2 games in the ACC. Here we go, kicking off. A few clouds in the sky, but not too bad for an afternoon game in Virginia. Boone, starting quarterback, hands it off. Gonna go nowhere. The defense was all over that one. It's Terry Morris. You might see some different names defensively as ODU is trying to also look ahead to the future as we near the end of the season and look at who are the juniors and the sophomores that will be coming up next year to be a part of this defense, which is going to lose a number of seniors. And here, Central Michigan, on the next drive after ODU failed to do anything on offense, they get right back at it across midfield and now into Old Dominion territory. It's Clark. What a run. 13 yards. Looking good. Boone going to drop back to pass this time, and he's sacked. Brought down by John Jordan, the big defensive tackle, the junior out of Canada. And he just works on his man right there. Just didn't give up. And that would be give him possession right to Old Dominion. Brandon Ellison, 13 yards, crosses midfield. Not looking too bad, but it's 3rd and 5. McCarley's going to have some work to do here. They're going to bring the pressure. A blitz. They brought it. That went nowhere for Old Dominion, and so we still end up scoreless here late in the first quarter. Look at this play. Almost intercepted. Rob Thompson knocking that one down. A couple of players had an opportunity to haul that one in, but incomplete. 3rd and 8 now. Boone overthrows it. It looks like the communication between Boone and his receiver not on point. Old Dominion starting up at around the 42-yard line. Going to do a little option, and McCarley's just going to keep it. Nice little run here as he's going to get out of bounds. Just avoid the tackles. Don't get hit there. Start of the second quarter. Scoreless. McCarley looking. Finds Brandon Ellison, who's having a great game so far. What a receiver he's turned out to be for ODU, and still has a year left after this year. Handoff to Dixon, the star running back, out to the left side. You can't let him get any room. Trips over a man and almost into the end zone, but 25 yards is plenty enough. His biggest gain of the afternoon, and the juke move works. He stumbles a little bit over the defender trying to tackle him. Manages to get into a goal line situation, and here the play action. McCarley looking, and it's Lawrence Reese in the back of the end zone. McCarley fit that one in. There was a bit of coverage around Reese. That was not the easiest of throws, but the play action did do a fairly decent job at least freezing some of these defenders out of their positions. 7-0, Old Dominion leading now. Boone going to hit Roberts, but he takes a shot. Kavon Walker, what a hit. Unbelievable. 3rd and 6 now. Big time for the Old Dominion defense. Boone gonna look in double coverage, and it's Mason! A diving catch by Kerry Mason. unbelievable that the two defenders did not even get a hand on that ball. And on this next play, Robinson's going to get brought down about the 2-yard line, 2 to 3 yard line. It's first and goal under center. Boone hands off to the fullback. A quick handoff that was unexpected. And Dante Davis, nice job throwing the defense off. They thought it was going to be a handoff to the running back. Instead, the quick give to the fullback is a touchdown. But Central Michigan would miss on the extra point. And after this game, I'm going to tell you guys, I decided to up the computer's kick accuracy slider by 10 points because they were missing an obscene amount of extra points. So, you know, I don't have a problem with one every once in a while, but this was getting ridiculous. So, I moved the kick accuracy slider up to 40 from 30 for the computer because it was just getting annoying. So, here as we continue on the drive, David Dixon into the end zone for the touchdown. Beautifully done. He ends another touchdown to his season, 14-6. Late in the second quarter, third down for Boone, empty backfield, and Chad Robinson destroys the lineman. Oh, he gets in there. He gets in there powerful. He gets in there fast. Fourth down. Central Michigan gives up possession again. They've struggled on offense today, and that's the strongest point of their team, off the offensive side of the ball. Adrian Bush, nice open space for him to catch that one in Old Dominion. Now we're about 1 minute to go in the half. Dixon out to the left side. You can't let him get the edge. He will tear you up every single time. 15. He's approaching 100 yards here just in one half. Carly pump fakes and going to look long. He's got Todd Jackson. Jackson down at the 2-yard line. 38 yards. And if McCarley could have led Jackson a little bit, he had a touchdown. But Todd had to come back to the ball. Nonetheless, a few yard loss sets up second and goal, but no problem. Jackson gets the touchdown on the very next play. And just like that, ODU extends the lead. The quick pass, this was a literal two-step drop for McCarley. Whips it in after the blitz by CMU. And Central Michigan, Dante Davis there pictured on the left. The only touchdown so far. And ODU doing a good job all around. About what you would expect from a team like ODU that's favored in this game. Central Michigan out of the MAC have struggled in recent weeks. After it looks like a strong start to the season with an upset over Oregon. Donald Simmons gets ripped down on the kickoff. But he gets to about the 30, so not too bad for the offense to start. Bringing a little pressure, and it's going to be thrown intercepted by Cox. The first turnover of the game. And it's going to be great field position for the Central Michigan offense. Look at how he just gets right in there. Good read of the play. Wasn't a very good pass. And now Boone, empty backfield. 2nd and 5. I don't know if that was an empty backfield actually, but sometimes things happen and Darian Boone walks into the end zone. No problem. So here, looking at another extra point try, and this one is missed. This is why I said after the game I decided to up it, because it was just getting ridiculous. 21-12 is the score now. McCarley, a little play action fake, gonna go long, looking for it. Oh, it's D'Angelo Holcomb! The defender that had him man-to-man overran it a little bit. He thought it was going longer, and just kind of split the two defensive backs there that were covering this play. 3rd and 12, though, at the 30-yard line in Central Michigan territory. McCarley finds Ellison over the middle. He has been tearing it up over the middle of the field today. 1st and goal, shotgun formation. McCarley's got Dixon to his left, going to hand it off. Dixon gets stopped a little bit, not bad. Most of the times he's touched the ball today has been for chunk yardage. 2nd and goal, McCarley trying to buy time, and Nat Ryan in the end zone. Oh boy, everybody's getting a piece of the action today. 3rd touchdown pass for McCarley makes up for that interception. Nice pass. Ryan splitting the group of defenders there sitting in the zone. Central Michigan stopped on the following drive. McCarley gets good field position, and now ODU a chance to really try and put this one away. Look at the move Dixon puts on the defender, making him look silly inside the 10. That's Some receiving yards for David Dixon there. Nice play, wide open. But he uses his shiftiness. Good grief, is there anybody better than him at that? 3rd and goal though, ODU. Right at about the 2-yard line, going to do a little play action. Fake it, it's going to be Cox for the 2nd time. Maybe trying too hard to force the play there. Not the best idea. Should have just ran the ball. 28-12, ODU leads here late in the 3rd. And look at this run. Unbelievable. Brandon Roberts. Central Michigan needs to really run the ball more. They've had some good success with running the ball. They just haven't done it enough. 3rd and 12. This is what I'm talking about. Boone's going to find his man Mason, but brought down by Josh Pitts. I don't see too much of him. He hasn't really done that much for the team. 4th and 7, and they're going to go for it. Chapman has it. Makes a few guys miss, and Pitts is there again to make the tackle, but this time Central Michigan gets the 1st down, threatening to score. Boone's going to find his man Young, and he's going to go into the end zone. And suddenly, ladies and gentlemen, this game isn't as clear-cut as we once thought it was. Going for 2 now. Boone, time to throw, and he had his man. He missed him, maybe just a little bit too quick in getting the ball out. If he waited about a second, he would have had his man, but it's 28-18. No guarantees for ODU until David Dixon, handoff to the outside. Dixon weaving his way in. He's gone. 75 yards. Just like that, one play after Central Michigan gets back within 10 points, Dixon says, no thank you. Actually told him to do a juke there, and he just did that. Sometimes I say do a juke move, and then they'll do this weavy thing. So yeah, with faster, more agile players, it seems to do that than like a real juke move sometimes. I don't know. 35-18, ODU leading. And another interception for the 3rd time. Goodness gracious, I throw so many interceptions until, it's ripped out! Brandon Ellison's gonna pick it up! Go! Brandon! Speechless. David Farmer, the lineman, rips the ball out after the interception, and Ellison just says, forget this, I want 6, baby, I want 6. But he just doesn't have the speed to do it. Shane White in at quarterback, getting a few reps here, and he's going to just take it into that end zone. First rushing touchdown of White's career. The freshman quarterback getting some playing time, 42-18, and we fast forward to about 3 minutes to go where Brandon Roberts adds some points, little consolation there. And Josh Silva now. Antoine Hopkins, lots of backups getting some playing time here. Look at Hopkins, look at this little run. He's so shifty and quick. These are the kind of running backs that we need more of. Dixon, Hopkins, these guys just tearing it up. 1st and goal now, trying to run the clock down, but hey, let's improve our passing game with Silva. Look at this. Look at that pass to the corner of the end zone. Nick Carroll gets on the board. Beautifully done. I swear to God, I'm not trying to run up the score, but it helps to have some practice and get some reps for the backup players. And that happened. So, heck of a game. Dixon, he tends to be the player of the game just about every time. I don't know how that happens, but I know how it happens, but it just, at some point, somebody's got to have a better performance. 49-24. A few things got to work on. I think the theme of the entire series is not turning the ball over, and that's a problem. In this game, 3 interceptions isn't a big deal, but against bigger opponents, better teams, you can't afford to do that. So, got to work on that. Got to force more turnovers, and just play a little bit better. But I think overall, a solid performance to go into the final 2 weeks of the season. We're pretty much guaranteed. I shouldn't say pretty much. We are going to see a bowl game with the 7th one of the season. It's just a matter of how do we do in these last 2 games will determine what bowl game we're going to end up in. So we'll find that obviously at the end of the season. Our chances of getting into the conference championship game are 0 basically. I think a ridiculous amount of things would have to happen for us to have a chance, and I don't see it happening. So, but obviously we're going to shoot to win these last 2 games, no doubt about it. But it's been a successful first season in the ACC. I mean, regardless of what happens in these last 2 games, I'm actually pretty happy with the way things have gone. I thought after the way we started, 0-3 in the conference, that would have just been destruction. Back to the game, 500 yards of total offense, 275 on the ground, 240 through the air. That's balance. That's what I like. I really like running the ball, but I do like balance as well. So, all in all, looking good. Just a little look at the Heisman watch here. Dixon has climbed his way back into the top 5. I don't see him winning it unless he puts in a couple of like 300-yard, 5-touchdown games, but it's still recognition that he's performing as one of the best players in the country. Next up, number 11. Yeah, we moved up to number 11 at 7-3, 3-3 in the ACC. We're going to play Virginia. First time as ACC opponents, but those of you that know, the past couple seasons these 2 teams have met, it's been 1-1. Virginia took 1. ODU took 1. Who's going to take this one for an important ACC win? Virginia have been up and down this season. Can they defeat ODU at home? Can Old Dominion pick up a key road win? So we'll get to the final part of this season. I'll see you guys all next time.